So, my name's Tom Jennings, and this is the 24 Frames cast. Now, this is going to be another bonus episode because I'm in the process of writing a main episode, which I have enjoyed doing so much and doing the research for that. It's taking a bit longer than I thought, and I wanted to kind of go a bit deeper into the subject that I was covering. And I thought, looking back at the past two bonus episodes I've done, they were quite negative. One about Criterion and one about recent trips to the cinema. And I didn't want to be that podcast, as I'm always trying being quite upbeat and, where possible, kind of positive about my experiences of watching films. So this is going to be a quick review of a UHD which I've picked up. And if ever I was feeling a little bit jaded by cinema, then Salvation has most definitely appeared in the form of Masters of Cinema's UHD release of Buster Keaton's The General. Now, I have a confession to make, which might diminish my cinephile credentials somewhat, but I have to be honest, I have never seen The General, and I know it is one of those films that has I've just never got round to watching, and I am a bit of an idiot sometimes, because if people repeatedly tell me to do things or tell me that I must see X, Y, Z, invariably I just don't do it because I'm a stubborn idiot, basically. And there is another factor which really needs addressing. I don't watch a great deal of silent cinema, and I really should, because every time I do, I really enjoy what I'm watching. I especially love Soviet films of the Eisensteins and the Podolkins and whatnot. So this week I decided to pick up this UHD, and this was going to be my first time watch of The General. And having now purchased the 4K projector, it was a pretty great first screening to have of this film, because just wow was what I was thinking as I was watching The General. And I'm probably not going to add anything particularly new to the debate around this film, but I'm certainly going to share my thoughts. In its loosest sense, I guess, this is a silent comedy, but in reality, I found this to be a full-scale action adventure film decades before Hollywood did this kind of cinematic action grammar. And most modern action films are, for me anyway, now just visual overload. It's just rapid cuts, shaky cam, multiple objectives and unclear geography. And Keaton here is doing the complete opposite. It has a clear goal, a visible obstacle, and a physical solution with a payoff. And everything flows with a logical coherence, with wide open shots where you can actually appreciate the choreography of what is going on. And Keaton's stunts are simply jaw-dropping. He knows it will only work if we see that he is in legitimate danger. And in The General, it ranges from being sat on the moving components of a train to jumping off said train. I was reacting physically to what I was watching. It made me actually feel something. Now, I've been here before with the Mad Max films, Mission Impossibles, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, anything with Jackie Chan. And these films have a real sense of physics complemented by sublime composition and blocking. And it is such a gloriously simple story. A train chase in which our hero is essentially both literally and emotionally trying to get the girl. And it's, as I said, aforementioned of genres. It's a comedy, a western, a romance, and an action-adventure film. It is utterly sublime. And the other thing that I really enjoyed about it was it has a Carl Davis score, which also acts in some parts as well by adding some kind of sound effects, especially when it comes to people being shot. And for how long it was, I think it was 70 minutes or something, this was just pure cinematic joy for me. I cannot wait to watch this film again. And as I was watching it, I became consciously aware of the fact that The General is going to be one of my favourite films. It has entered my essentials selection, as it were, and there might be something on that coming in the foreseeable future as well. It is one of the greatest American films ever made. And again, I am not adding anything, I doubt, to the conversations around The General. And part of me was like, why have I not watched this film before? Well, perhaps it was just the cinematic gods and fate that were kind of conspiring, because my first screening of this film was absolutely sublime. I just can't think of a better way of experiencing it. And a quick note on the UHD, it looks absolutely fantastic. I've always been a bit, I guess, sceptical as just how good a film from this period can look with an HDR upgrade, but the answer is absolutely astonishing. As I said, the Carl Davis score is really brilliant as well. It's in a 5.1 Dolby DTS HD soundtrack, and it sounded absolutely great. I felt like there was an orchestra in the room with me. The disc is absolutely loaded with features, and it has already become an essential release for me. I would be, if there's I'm compiling a list of my favourite first time watches, and I will be amazed if anything betters watching The General. I will be absolutely gobsmacked, and I cannot imagine this UHD not being on my physical releases of the year. So that is it then. Very short episode. Again, I just wanted to bring back some positivity to the feed. I'm not quite sure when this proper episode is going to be ready, because as I said, I am kind of going down a rabbit hole of research and rewatches. So there will probably be some bonus material in between. I have also uploaded I had some footage from when I went to America in 2023 of a place called Horseshoe Canyon, which I've uploaded to my YouTube channel, and it's only a very short, like minute and 15 little kind of travel video. And one of the reasons I was actually doing it was I was playing around with some new film grading tools that I've got. But yeah, there's some more content up there. So as always, many thanks for listening, and I'll be in contact soon. Bye.